Okay. I'm just making noises and seeing the meter for the mic. Okay, enough of that, I guess. Welcome to the stream. How come kick moderation doesn't seem to work? I'm going a little early today because I'll be going over to my aunt's to have a meal today. And my dad told me chow mein. Um, that apparently my aunt likes a lot. Actually, my cousin also likes it, and actually I like it pretty good too. But yeah, so I'm doing everything half an hour early. So apologies to anybody. Okay, now what I'm going to do. Okay. Well, no one's saying hi in game designers. Nobody's saying hi in game dev. Greetings. Good morning or good afternoon. Anyways, good morning. Good morning. Hate to stay up late. Good morning. Good morning to you. Okay. We were watching and waiting. Maybe you're probably the only one. Uh, in fact, Brooke Brooke comes in when he can, and usually he's working when I first start. So, but then when he gets home in the evening, um, which is around the time I'm doing part two, he usually comes in. Not all the time, but usually. So like, you're like the new regular. So you and Rook are the only regulars that come in here. Occasionally, I get some other people. Um, but a part of it, I think part of it was I used to post to Discord. Like I have like 10 different Discords that I'm in, and of course X communities. There's three X communities that I post to link in, and then a couple in IRC. And when I was doing it every day, every weekday, I think I might have gotten more people. I was thinking that um, I was thinking when I brought it down to once a week, like every Monday, is when I do it now. That it didn't have an impact on how many actually joined or watched, but I think they actually watched a little bit more, or actually came in a little bit more when I was doing it every day. Anywho, I think today, and I'm gonna use Grok for this because for some reason ChatGPT was not getting the code right, was not getting it right. So and I'm not even sure why. Maybe it has something to do with it's probably has something to do with the certain file names that are different or something. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. It wasn't getting all of them for some reason. So I'm gonna start over with. No, I don't need the viewers to work. I'm streaming. Okay, so the streaming is just to me is as important because I'm hoping that eventually I'll get enough viewers to actually I don't know, to actually get some support maybe sometime. Um, and it's just a hope. It's not. I don't expect it or anything. Or like I'm not very good at streaming and stuff. And this stuff is all boring. And when I get to the next pass or whatever, the second half of phase one, it should be a little bit more interesting because I'll have broken it up into like I said, four different like two different sessions to allow me to do four different things every day to work on it. It'll break up the monotony. It'll give it visual interest. People come in. Some people will come in just for the one thing and not for the other thing. Yeah, okay. Well, okay. So this is my problem, right? So if you're in here for any length of time, and you probably already got the sense already. I always go off on tangents. I always start talking, and then I'll go off, and I completely miss doing work, right? I just that's a quirk of my personality, I think. But yeah, let's get to it. I think did I come in here and say because this is I don't know. I don't know if it's dropping a conversation or if I never came back into here and said that I need to do a file rename. So I'm not sure. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm actually gonna delete this particular conversation. This is about loading in the PDF and being able to read it and stuff, which it can't really do. So I don't need to keep this one around. I'm gonna keep my other one around, obviously, because that has a lot of conversation, a lot of stuff in it. But I'll start a new conversation and here and where is okay, new chat in the project. There we go. Okay. I have a couple of things I need to do. One is I need to rename uh, my room page files. Um, and I also need to create a human readable document that has all the room data in a nice format. Okay. So probably in Python, since that seems to work well. That's cool. Take your time. You know, I mean, I always, you know, you don't have to worry about like leaving and getting something or whatever. You're not gonna miss anything. Uh, so probably in Python, since that seems to work well. Um, I had Chat GPT try it, and it couldn't get the renaming right. And I'm not sure it wasn't because there's a quirk. There's maybe a quirk in a few of the file names. Honestly, I wasn't trying to quick answer. I was trying to tell it. I don't know. I have this thing where when I'm talking to AI, that I want to say stuff. I don't want it to acknowledge. I don't want it to wait until I actually ask it a question or tell it something. Where it can respond, but it doesn't have to give me exact list of. You can paste them as a block, give them a screenshot. Let's have the raw list to give you precise Python rename script tailored to your naming patterns. JP checks. Just drop the file names here and tell me your desired naming convention. Okay. Extracts the key fields, outputs it nicely formatted markdown or plain text document with clear section per room chat. Not just for the engine. Okay. Okay, so let's start with the rename. I'll give you the list of file names as they are now, and then give you an example of how I want them renamed. Just a moment while I get the list. And I'm gonna have to do that in terminal. So I will probably do that in terminal. So let's go to favorites, favorites. Let's go to dev stuff. Let's go to not dev stuff. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Read projects, Enchanted Lands. Okay. So first thing I want is I want rooms. Okay, and did I put anything on all rooms or just delete it? I deleted it, right? Okay. What about metadata? Did I? Okay. Rooms? Rooms. Okay. So, I guess I can't do it there. I gotta do it in terminal, right? So let's, open in terminal. There. Okay. And let's just go ahead and select that. Copy. Here's the list of the actual current file names. Oh. Oh yeah. I'm also going to need to rename the metadata files, which I will put in a subfolder called metadata. From the current folder. So here's the list. What? Why did it do that? You jumped. Done. Please refrain from doing any actions or offering any advice, and if and until I ask for it. The way I like to work is I like to say what I'm going to do and have you acknowledge it, but not go any farther than that until I tell you what I want to do. I haven't even told you the format I want the new file names in. So please wait until I ask for something specifically before answering. Okay. Not that it matters to you, but I'm not trying to be a jerk. It's just things go much quicker if I don't have to process extra advice. Okay, Um, okay. The So a metadata file is just the same exact file name, but with .metadata .json instead of a plain .json. So, so 014 P1 P7 dash taking care of graph. Why does that look like it's two? Oh, because the J. Taking care of graph.json is so the metadata file name of is simply, and I just copy this, Control C. Yeah, you didn't miss that much, John, so don't worry about it if you have to run off and do something. Taking care of it is simply dot metadata dot understood. Okay. So also, in addition to renaming the JSON and metadata.json files, you'll need to update all of the IDs within the room file. That is, each door has a destination ID, and also the main ID should be changed to the file name sans extension. I'll give an example in a moment. The rename will also require updating internal IDs, and main room ID becomes a new file name, plus all the door destination references get updated and match the new IDs. Okay. So I need to pad each page number to 2 digits. That is, the prefix starts, 0, 0, underscore T1 underscore T0, to where it matches 0, underscore T. Wait, and I guess, okay, I didn't think about it. Should I also pad the titles? There's going to be more. This probably isn't going to be more than 10 titles, but I mean, you never know. Maybe I'll pad in. Um, and now that I think of it, the title number should also be padded to 2 digits. Um, the new prefix would look like this. Okay, wait. I want to convert the case designation of P to PG. And also, I need to pad each page number to 2 digits. Now think of it, the title number should also be padded to 2 digits. The new prefix would look like this: 000, P01, P00. Okay. There won't be a T0, however, so probably don't need to pad out. Probably won't be a T0 to pad. Okay, actually, let's leave it like that. Because if it happens to pad it, even though I don't actually have a T0, it's probably fine. So does that make sense? And I gotta convert this to PG because I just decided that, yeah. So does that make sense? New prefix format. Chapter is already 3 digits. Okay. Tier page added 2 digits with PG. Okay. All the chapter numbers, the first 3 numbers in the prefix are already already 3 digits, so no need to worry about the chapter numbers. Okay, and yeah, the T actually stands for title, as in a chapter subtitle when reading a book. But tier is fine. But tier is fine too. It's just I wanted to clarify. All right. Chapter numbers stay exactly as they are. T means title. Subtitle within the chapter will keep it as T. Just pad the title number 2 digits. Change P to PG with 2-digit padding. Okay. One more thing, which is a chapter page. Now, internally, it's still the same broom page format. It's just the title happens to have the title prefix happens to have a C and no E, or a chapter would look like a chapter prefix would look like 014 underscore C dash some name. You can leave the C file names alone, since they don't need a special format other than signifying they're a chapter title page. I've heard of it. I don't really know what it is. I haven't read any of Tolstoy's stuff, so I honestly don't know the story of Anna Karenina. nor have I seen the movie. Understood. Chapter files are one to see in the name say exactly no padding, no PG, no changes to the prefix. Only T and P files get the new TXX PGXX format. Okay. Okay, so let's do an example as you say. Shift enter. Oop. Well, where's my stupid terminal? Okay. Okay, we're gonna here. I'm gonna use these as examples. Actually, well, okay. Okay, let's do all four of these. Copy. And I'm gonna do this in a text file in the text editor to, and then copy the whole thing. Becomes and I just copied over. And what it's saying here is that's gonna say the same. This one's gonna be T01, T02, T02, PG00, PG00, PG11. That. Okay, so where's the stupid thing? Where'd it go? Okay, there we go. Exactly in your chapter C left completely unchanged. Title page numbers, 2-digit title number. Yeah. But use that. Yeah. Yes. Uh, that's That's correct. Uh, so anything under under 9, E 1 through anything under 10, E 1 through 9, T. We'll say T9 becomes T9 becomes T09. T9 becomes PG09. Just to clarify. Okay. Now, is there anything else I need to know? Okay. Okay, so before we do this, let me show you the inside of a JSON file. Okay. So before we do this, let me reiterate, change the file names of the JSON file in the current folder, current directory. Start using directory again because it's Linux. What is Anna Karenina about, though? Because like I said, I've only heard the name, but I've never actually read it. Okay, so before we do this, let me read it. Change the file names of the JSON file in the current directory. And also rename the meta files in the current in the metadata subfolder slash. Okay. I'm on Linux Mint, so I'm a bit new to their naming structure, like using the dot operator and forward slash, since I came from a MS-DOS Windows background. Okay, let me show you an example room file. I call it room because it was originally because it will eventually be a fully functional interactive adventure game with actual rooms for locations, and they'll be in a single file. I sometimes use it interchangeably with page, because in this CYOA style phase, it equates to a page rather than a location. But the JSON, the class name is room, and it will be turned into a proper room structure later. Give me a moment to pull up a room file. That way I can just, okay, select all, copy. Okay, so what was it? There's one other thing I was going to tell it. Something about the files. What was it? What was I going to say? I'll just do this anyways. Understood. See, the main ID field use the old format. Doors array has a destination field. It's also use the old format, possibly other references like in metadata files. The rename script will need to rename the JSON. Yeah, you don't need to update inside the metadata file. That's all that's in it at this point is X and Y. Just need to rename the file names appropriately. Change no internal updates. Okay. Okay, is that all the information I want to give it? Because there was something else that I wanted to say with regards to. Now now it'll be able to update the insides perfectly fine. Close without saving. Okay. Okay, I guess that's all I wanted to ask. So please generate the script now. This book was thrust out by Nietzsche, as well as The Prophet by K. Gibran. Great contrast. Are you managing with Grok? Yeah. I'm making do with Grok. ChatGPT messed up on me yesterday, so I'm gonna give this rename rooms.py your main folder, run it with Python 3, rename rooms.py. Well, I didn't really want it to do the dry run thing, but um, can you remove the dry run code? I'm simply making a copy of all the files so I have a definite backup before overwriting everything. So I don't need a run. Thanks. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna use it. I mean, I'm paying for this anyways. Actually, it was funny. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and say my dad paid for it. In fact, he was gonna use it along with me because this is actually on a shared account that we use inside the living room. The living room, I have a PC in there that we watch YouTube movies and just movies in general, shows and stuff online, and so we have a shared account for Grok, and that's what he paid for on here. But it seems to, with the problems I'm having and with the stuff that he wants to do, it seems like it's not working for him. So he went ahead and did Google Gemini, and I, I probably almost shouldn't be mentioning it. Not that it's that sensitive or anything like that, um, but um, it was actually way cheaper. In fact, they're even doing a even deeper discount. So he actually got a really good deal on Google Gemini, and it looks like it's going to do exactly what he wants. So I'm stuck with Grok, sort of. I mean, I hate to say that I'm stuck with it because I approved it. You might say. I mean, not that he can't do whatever he wants. It's just he's asking what we should do and stuff, and we had decided to do Grok, and so I'm gonna make use of it because he already paid for it, and it still works anyways. I mean, it's gonna help, but it's only gonna get better from here. So it's not like I'm stuck with anything real bad or anything like that. But so that's what I'm doing. Let's see here. I have somebody messaged me in Discord. Hold on a second. I'm around. In fact, I'm uh, actually streaming right now. Okay. Anyways, okay, so let's go. Okay, rename rooms. Let's copy it, download it, whatever. Run. Collapse. Copy. Okay, so I have to copy it directly. That's all right. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to open this up. Select all, delete, paste. Use the same name. File, save. Yeah, I'm going to be taking my break early too at 12:30 instead of 1 this time because doing everything half an hour early because I'm going to go over to my aunt's house for dinner. How was the dinner? Yesterday's dinner. It was good. Oh, okay. It was just a sandwich. It's not a big deal. Okay, so let's go ahead and save this. And we're going to do the thing where I do the thing. Okay, rooms. Let's open this in a new tab. Let's open layout tool data. And then let's go ahead and copy this over first. Select. I keep forgetting that it needs a stupid select all in the context menu. I even had it set up to where it shows up in the context menu, but it doesn't work. So it's like stupid annoying. I mean, it's not a Windows thing. It's just a convenience thing. It needs to be in there. Copy. And we'll go to old rooms and we'll go to metadata and we'll hit paste. Right? These are all the old names. 292 items. Okay, got it. Good. And then let's go back into rooms. Let's select all these. 292 items, that's good. Let's go ahead and shove them into old rooms. Oh, shit, crap. Okay. Copy. I gotta paste it, not move it. Can you check out the thumbnails? Yeah, but before I got off my computer, I mentioned they were pretty good, but a bit busy. With a thumbnail, you need it to be readable, and if it's too small, then you can't see something with a bunch of with too much going on. Image. Okay. Back to here. Where? Oh, that's Ludum Dare. Okay. New codex. Oh my word. Okay. What do you mean? Oh my word. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said too much, but yeah. Uh, he already paid, and so I just need to make sure that I should probably go ahead and use it. Anyways, that doesn't mean I won't use other AIs too, but e slash versions. That's a weird thing to me too about the directory thing, because I could do a cd dot dot to go to the previous one. Let's see, what did I have to do to? Whenever I wanted to change directories, just straight up change directory to the name. Well, maybe I didn't have to do that dot slash. Maybe I could have just done that. I don't know. I just don't know Linux that well, so I guess that's how that works. Python 3. Okay. Okay. Wait a second. This is the dry room, right? Right? Okay, no matches found. Okay, that's good. Uh, okay, just making sure. Python 3 pad p and update IDs.py. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, something went wrong. Before I do anything, what went wrong? To go to something like Claude or something to write this properly. I thought I gave it enough information anyways. So it looks like nothing was changed, right? Yeah. Okay, so okay. Copy. Let's put this in a text file just so I can kind of sort of redact. But I mean, I guess I don't really. Well, I'll do it anyways. That. I don't strictly need to do this, but I'm just going to do it just to be. And it doesn't matter because I showed you anyways, does it? Okay, whatever. Uh, Copy. We'll go ahead and say that I redacted. Okay. Big error. I redacted my home and username from the path. So you'll see a ... instead of the home and username. Here, there we go. Did I copy the right? Okay, yeah, copy the right deal. Splitting incorrectly on the and trying to turn into a number. I tightened the parsing to be more robust. All right. Copy. Let's go into the script. Select all. Delete. Paste. File. Save. Close that. Close without saving. Let's go ahead and just do this. Where is? There we go. Copy. I'm gonna replace everyone just in case something got old rooms. Paste. Ustream simplify. Xian. Okay. I'm working on a data table for my game. I love how much creative freedom this can give you. I just recently discovered data validation for spreadsheets, and I love it. I have no clue about spreadsheets. I've never used. I mean, I know what a spreadsheet is, but I've never really used one, so I don't really know how to use them. Uh, so I don't know what data validation is exactly. I mean, I can get the general idea, but so data table. Yeah, I mean, it probably helps to keep track of things, though, doesn't it? Like a database of your files. Okay. Replace. I just wanted to make sure that everything was replaced properly. And copy, and let's go to uh, no, let's go here to metadata, paste, apply to all files, replace. Okay, we're just making sure everything's on the up and up before I do anything. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this over again. Boom. Okay, it looks like it did everything. Why are these all out of order? What in the world? How? Okay. Old rooms. Why is the metadata all out of order? 001. This seems to be fine, though. How come this seems to be fine, but... Oh, not by name, right? By name. There we go. That's why. That's not actually a problem. So layout tool by name, right? T1, T2, C, T1, right. Well, no. For some reason, did not rename any... Oh. What am I thinking? Right. Yeah. What am I thinking? Okay. No. It still works right. I'm looking at the actual layout tool data pages before I actually go in and change it out, basically. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. T1 PG00, PG00, T1 TO1 PG00, TO2 PG00, TO2 PG01. How come? That's weird. Oh, that's not weird. What am I thinking? That's because chapter 12 is the way I renamed the paths so that the one path on the one side was had one in front of it, and then the other on the other side had two in front of it. So those couple of things. So it's actually working correctly here. The pages don't need to be in a particular order, but I did want to group, at least on the one thing, I wanted to group the paths because how separate they were. And so the earlier pages, they're just straight up, basically. So 0, 1, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it stops there. It goes to T3. Let's see. let's find one that says. Well, actually, I don't know if any of them actually go up to like 21 or something. The only few that has the 21 and stuff. Okay, so actually, chapter 2 does do that. So title 1. Okay, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That is perfect. Chapter 3. Okay, chapter 3, they're in order, but some of them are removed because of there's some point where I like merged and I like deleted some, and so to update all of them, I would have had to like run another script, or it would have taken a while. And I just decided, you know what, it's fine. I can have some gaps in some of the numbers. It doesn't really matter. The page numbers don't exactly matter. The only thing with the page numbers is I want to make sure that they're grouped correctly, and I also wanted to make sure that they were in order. So 0, 1, 2, and 3, and then there's 0, 8, and then there's 11, 12, and 13, right? And then there's 20, because I had merged some pages already and left them out, but they're still in the correct order, which is perfect. Okay, so let's go to old rooms. It should be the same, right? T1 PG00, TO1 PG01, TO1 PG02, up to 12. T2 PG00. Okay, then we have the twin brothers, and so on and so forth. And even some of these are, well, anyways, that works. That seems to work. Okay, good. Okay, so let's see if the inside works. So let's pick a random here. Hot footing down the street, down the strip. Okay. T01, PG01, ducking the Lilliputian. P3, the Gulliver, Bluff Askew, and I think that's how I have it. Lilliputian, Bluff Askew, and then the Gulliver is actually 3, and the Gulliver is 3. There's a little bit of a deal, because early on in the creation here, when I was drawing the lines and stuff, sometimes lines would cross over that I didn't want to cross over, and so I built a way for it to sort by leftmost page, and so it actually rearranges the doors to fit that, um, in the door specs table. So these doors here are in a different order because of how they're actually, how they're what location they're actually put in. That's actually something that I could remove. I don't remove it just because it's an extra thing that doesn't really affect anything other than it looks weird. So I left it like that. Looks like it did everything good though. Looks like everything is good. Everything is working. So I guess the only thing to do then, since I did go ahead and I made a layout, a copy, I'm gonna go ahead and take all of these files, select. Or anyways, let's go all the way down to the files. Uh, Actually, let's do it differently. Let's go to rooms. 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 Let's go to this. Okay, so this is an unmessed with copy here. Let's I wonder if I should just do a like a. Let me see. Let me think. I'm gonna do another room backup. I'm gonna do it differently though. First I go in here. We're gonna take backup, since this is the latest backup. We're gonna rename it to 010. And we're gonna do the same thing with the rooms backup. Name it 19. Rename 019. That. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead to this. I'm gonna rename this as backup. And rename this also as backup. I'm going to take these, I'm going to pop them in here, and then I am going to layout tool data. How do I want to do this? Um, I'm just thinking about how I want to work this. Do I just delete these? I don't need a separate backup copy, but how many? There's only 293 items in here. That means that old rooms is the only directory in here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do I'm going to delete the, well, you know what? I won't do it that way. I'm going to be a little extra cautious. I'm going to go ahead and make backups of these, copy, paste, and leave them as legitimate backups. And then I'm going to go ahead and go into rooms. I'm going to select all, uh, like that, 292. I'm going to delete these, delete all the rooms. Then we're going to select all these, all except for that. Cut. Go into rooms. We're going to go to paste. Okay. Then we're going to go into old rooms, metadata, Control A, cut. Wait a second. Cut. We go to layout tool, data tool here. We are going to, actually, we're going to select all of these. Delete. We're going to paste the new metadata files. I'm right. C0, okay. Okay, so we're going to try loading this. And fingers crossed that it works fine. The favorites. Open this up, and hopefully it's not, everything's not all wonky, because it could be. Everything should look exactly the same as it did. We'll see though. Okay. How come? Okay. Why would we have any? Why would we have any gaps? Why? Because. Oh, because I told it not to. All right. I told it to completely ignore the C files. Eh. Okay. That's okay. I can fix that though. No other thoughts? Just give me a sec here. Update. Okay. All right. So let me think here. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. So we're perfectly, except uh, I wanted the chapter pages to actually have its contents updated as well. Just the name left alone. Could you modify it so it updates all the file contents of the room files, the plain non-metadata JSONs, um, including the chapter pages. Just don't need to modify the file name for chapter pages. First updates everyone's files contents. Uh, it should rename them all, then update the contents. Then shouldn't it? Well, I guess it doesn't matter because it's not based on the file name. It's just modifying the IDs to match the new format, which would be the same as the file name. Okay. Renames first, updates the comments exactly the flow you described. Okay. And it also updates the chapter files as well. Just doesn't mess with the file names of the chapter files. Correct? In this latest version, all JSON, including the internal ID and destination fields updated, new padded format. Only TMP files get renamed. Chapter files get to keep their exact file names. Okay, thanks. I will do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy this again. So basically, it didn't break. It actually wrote the script correctly. It's just I didn't specify that I wanted it to update the contents in the chapter files as well. The chapter files have a slightly different prefix because they're chapter files. They don't have numbers. They're just I mean, other than the actual chapter number itself, which is that 3-digit at the front. So I'll give you, for instance, if I can find it here. Uh, metadata. Okay. Let's go up to rooms. Um, this is a chapter file. See the twin brothers here? I told it to leave the chapter files alone. So it didn't actually update the deals in here. Now I could do it manually, but it would take a little bit of time. So I figured I might as well have it fix the error and then redo the script and then redo it. I don't know if it's more work or not, though, to be honest. Okay, so let's go to old rooms. Let's go to the actual. Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. So select all. And the reason I'm deleting first instead of just replacing is because I've done that a couple of times, and for some reason it messed up and like nothing in there. So now I delete everything and all the contents, and then I paste in there, and then I save it, and that seems to work fine. Okay, so there's that. Now what I have to do is I have to copy the and in this case I can copy and replace because the names are going to be correct. But what I got to do here first is let's go to layout tool data one, and then let's go back to the main folder, and we'll which one is that? Just old rooms. Okay, so we're gonna go to rooms copy. I'm gonna select all. Keep forgetting you can't select all the context menus, and it's hella annoying. But okay, we're gonna copy this, copy of that, copy. We're gonna put it in old rooms. We're gonna paste in old rooms. Okay, then we're gonna go to back up here. We're gonna go to layout tool, and we're gonna select all of these. 292, copy. Then we're gonna go back over here, go into metadata. We're gonna paste. Okay. Then we're gonna go ahead and actually rerun the. Okay. Okay, so let's just do this. Let's see if this one works. Okay. Okay, let's check it out. So T1, right? P00, T01, T02, PG. That all looks correct. Now let's go into a chapter file and make sure that it's updated inside. We'll go to this one. Oh, that's the meta file. Whoops. It'll be the same for the other here, but let's do the same thing here. Let's go to 6. Since it didn't modify the chapter title, that means I can copy all these directly in there. I don't have to delete them or anything like that. So let's open that up, and there we go. It's going to Red Hiding Hood, which is the first one. Red Hiding Hood in page 00T01. Looks like it's good. It looks like it's good. Now let's just go ahead and again, I keep forgetting. Control A to select all. And actually, I should just I shouldn't probably select all on this. Okay, it's these. Okay, 293 items. Let's go up to the top, and let's go ahead and we're gonna cut these. Cut. We're gonna go into rooms. We're gonna paste. We're gonna apply this all. Replace that. Honestly, the metadata files don't actually need to be cut and pasted, but I'm gonna do it anyways, just because. There we go. We're gonna take all of these. Cut. We're gonna go to this one. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna go into layout tool data. We're gonna paste. We're gonna apply this all. We're gonna replace all of them. Hello, Gracie Carter. I am fine. I hope you're in here to watch me make a game, because that's what I'm doing. There's a lot of usernames that pop in that are asking you to, trying to solicit something from you. So hopefully you are just in here to talk, and that's fine if you're not even interested in games. But I'm in the U.S. I'm on the East Coast of the U.S. Um, Hold on just a second. Let me see something here. Where is my thing? There's my thing. Don't do that to me, John. Okay. Uh, Gracie, if you hear me talking to other people, it's because I'm actually streaming to 4 different platforms. So, um, okay. You had me. This, just a second. And also, I'm looking off a side screen. I got a secondary monitor to be able to monitor, like the chats and stuff. Nice to meet you too. What? Uh, I stream every weekday. About and unless you're into seeing people make games, this might be kind of boring for you. But every weekday, I do 2 streams. One 11:30 Eastern time, and the other usually at 2 o'clock Eastern time. Today I'm doing a little half hour early, so I'll be coming up on my break here in about 10 minutes. But yeah, I stream every weekday, and then sometimes I do some bonus streams at night when I'm trying to get some extra work done, because the purpose of the channel is to kind of document my progress on building this game, and hopefully maybe later on getting some support from people that like watching this kind of thing. Reload saved scene. Okay, let's reload it. And it looks like everything is hunky-dory. Let's zoom in a little bit. Looks like the renames took just fine. And there's no broken links. Yeah, that other script, John, uh, wasn't a bug. It was that I told it to leave the chapter files alone, but what I meant is leave the file names alone, because they don't have the numbers like the rest of them do. But they still have to update because they actually go to the first file in the chapter, the first page or whatever. Yeah, go ahead. You can ask me anything, Gracie. That is assuming it's appropriate for chat. If not, then we'll have an issue there. But okay, so it looks like, yeah, it looks like everything is good on here now. Now I can go back to, okay. So now I need to create. I want to create a file with all the rooms and descriptions in a human readable format that I'm actually going to upload to Grok, so that it has an idea of where I'm at currently, and hopefully, if it's not too big, I'll put it in one file. If it's too big, I'll put it in a couple of files. We'll see. Professional graphic designer with years of experience. Yeah, there we go. Send me Discord. Gracie, sorry, I'm not interested right now. I'm not actually soliciting any artwork or anything right now, because my game isn't at a level that requires graphics just yet. So um, I can keep you in mind later. I've had several people show me their example of their work already, just doing the same thing. They come in and pretend that they're interested, and then they're just showing me their work. So uh, I'm not I'm not looking to hire an artist or looking into doing art even. And when I do start actually adding artwork to this game, I'll probably do my own stuff for a little while until I can get enough to uh, and I can get enough money. That's the other thing, is I don't have any money at all. Literally, almost no money at all. So I wouldn't be able to pay anybody even if I wanted to. So there's that. Um, anyways, John, the no, they're not going to get colored in. It's just um, in fact, the layout tool. Well, I don't know if I'll do it like a color coded anything as far as these panels actually are concerned. The lines are just so that you can see the connections clearly, and they're just different colors, just so that just to break it up so that visually you can just see it at an instant. Yeah, yeah. So if you look at the individual, like you've already seen it, but here I'll pull it up here for just a quick sec. Let's go back to rooms. Let's go back to inside the wrapper. That's fine. Um, so right now we see all these slash ends and we see the slash quotes and stuff. I need it to be where it looks like when you actually edit. So I won't use the same room file, but see the way it's readable. It's got the spaces here. They're not slash ends, and I could even put quotation marks in here, and it doesn't look like slash quotations, just quotations. Um, so yeah, I want a big long document so that when I or a couple smaller ones if if it's too big for it, so that I can upload. Well, I guess you could call that. I'm not sure, but yeah, sort of like that. It's just so that I upload to the project so that Grok or even ChatGPT or whoever, whatever AI chatbot actually knows that. Well, I mean, it's the blueprint. I just want the whole document so that when I say okay, I'm working on this deal and I'm on chapter 13, it'll go in, it'll be able to look at the file and go, oh yeah, there's chapter 13. This is where you're at right now. Yeah, yeah. Well, no, I know that, but yeah. I kind of know the limits though of Grok's dillies. It's approximately 15,000 characters, which is about 8 pages worth of stuff. So once it gets over 8 pages or 15,000 characters, I'll split it up into constituent parts and upload it as constituent parts. So because now that I know that the actual length and stuff, where's the deal here? How about it should relate your game content? Sorry, not interested. Yeah, there's another guy, and he might. I'm not sure if he's actually watching. I think he came through Twitch too, called Mike Harley, and he's got some design. He does some artwork or something, and he wants some work here. And I'm like, I don't have any money, and I'm not doing art right now. So, but still, he's trying to get me to do something. This um, not to sound rude, but A, almost no money. A, I have almost no money, and B, I'm not looking to um, do art just yet. I'm going to do some concepting in the future myself, in the near future myself, but you can look me up later, maybe. Okay, done with that. Break every conversation in chapters to start. Don't engage even if it. Yeah, yeah. I don't have a problem. Yep, your graphics is and clever use of workspace will be useful. Yeah, it will be pretty useful. Oh, I got somebody talk to me on. Okay, here. Okay, let's see. And okay, No worries at all. A lot of these guys, yeah, all these guys do come in here now is, oh, I'm a graphic designer. Do you want to blah 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 blah? I'm like, man, that's from Twitch. Kick gets a lot of the well, somebody comes into Twitch and does stream boo or whatever, and so I actually have it blocked with their moderation tools. But Kick's moderation tools don't work for crap, or either that or I'm not using them correctly. Anywho, let's go to. Oh, it's already 12:30. Doggone it! I'm gonna do this anyways, real quick. I'm not gonna actually do it. I'm gonna have it write the script though here before I go. Okay. Uh, looks like everything's working great. Thanks. Yeah, and mostly that's me. I'm a big pushover usually, but I still, I don't let everybody walk over me, but I'm still generally kind of a pushover a little bit. I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings or act like a jerk or whatever, but at the same time, I'm just like, no, I'm not doing it. Sorry, no, I'm not doing it. Okay. Yes. Now um repaste a I'll repaste a room file for an example here. Let's go into the room file. We're going to go through my current one, which is in chapter 13, uh, in search of half magic. Okay. Okay. Select all, copy, shift enter, control V. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. You're right. Let's see. I'll repaste. So I want a single document with all room files, all JSON files. You don't need to worry about any metadata files, and all of this will operate in the current directory. And I want these in readable format. The important things are ID, title, chapter, description, and door destination. Don't need to display the actual door ID, i.e. door to ... or the choice field, just the destination. And there are more than just a single door. It's an array of doors up to 9, and I think the most I have in one page is like 5, but it's up to 9 doors on a room file. Generate room stock in the same folder as you run it. Nicely formatted. Okay, that's cool. Well, MD, that's all right. I guess some markdown. Markdown. We'll see. We'll see if that works. The actual markdown thing here. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this right away. Honestly, copy. Okay, and then let's go to here and let's go to new here. Paste, and then file, save as, favorites. Let's go into rooms. Let's call this, what did it say? Update, generate room stock. Okay, we'll call that. I hate that. Goes in the stupid search. Not that. Save. Let's come in here. The slash. The slash. Okay, there we go. Actually, rooms. Okay. Python generate rooms doc.py. Okay, we'll see if that works. Because I said Python instead of Python 3. Done. Markdown viewer. I didn't ask for markdown, but that's all right. We'll let that slide. Okay. Well, I guess that's okay. Okay, let's go all the way down to see how it handled the multiple. Okay. Okay, it did. All right. I mean, I guess that's okay. It's not as nice as what. It's not as nice as even Grok would have had done on the other conversation, but this is doable. 6,000 lines, okay. Let's open this in Open Office. Open Office. I called it Open Office. I could have called it Start Office. Okay. 176,000 characters. Yes, I get it. All right, let's see how many. Let's see about how many chapters I can get in 15,000 characters. Okay. We're gonna do give or take. Um, okay, so we're gonna have to go in, and that's only one chapter. I might have to just divide this up in chapters, I guess. Wait a minute, that's up. Wait. Okay, chapter 2. Okay, that's okay. There we go. That's 10,000 characters. See, there's 155 pages, so you're right. I'm gonna need to break this up. Um, could you modify it to also break up the created MD file into, let's see, I guess into chapters? Oh, we had. Okay. Actually, I need to do something though, because that might even be too big. Maybe. Kind of depends. Oh, that's not it. Open office. Where's open office? How come? How come that's not my recent documents? Oh, okay. Margin there on the font smaller. Yeah, well, this is it doesn't matter about me reading it. It matters about how many lines are actually in the file. Give me a second. Actually, let's see. Let me check one out here. ID, title. Let me think for a second. Mm, 002 C. Let's find next. There we go. This one. Start here. Yeah, I'll ask it. Just give me a second though. This is kind of a long one. Actually, chapter 3 would be better because this is actually the longer one, I believe. Uh, chapter 2. Let's see, enrollment. Couple souvenirs. Chapter 3. And even the empty space won't reduce the character count by that much. It'll do it some. Like, I got 300 pages, 300 characters maybe. So even 300 to 600 characters, it doesn't really make that much of a dent. Chapter. I went too far. Okay, there. Control C. Not Control C. That's 13,000 characters. Okay, let's see what the biggest chapter is. The biggest chapter. It's not this. This is That's chapter 4. Oh, chapter 4 is. Oh, that's 3. 3 isn't that big either. I guess it's chapter 4 that's the big one. Chapter 3. I don't know. Huh. Then again, content can only be revised and more precise and less verbose. No, I'm just checking to see how long some of these longer chapters are. Um, let's see if I can find the start here. Chapter 3. We'll do that. And that's still chapter 3. That is chapter 4. That's chapter 4. That's chapter 3. So let's select uh remove chapter 4. How many? Well, that's how many What am I thinking? That's how many pages. That's not. What am I thinking? I'm not even thinking. I have to actually go into the document to count them. Hmm. Okay, well, I need to take my break right now. I'm already 15 minutes late, so I will be back in about 45 minutes. So thank you for watching part 1, and I will see you in about 45 minutes.